Welcome back to From the Pit, where we cover everything from down-tempo ballpark organ to elevator black drone. At From the Pit, we like to traverse and trudge through the depths of Bandcamp to find you guys the gems and lesser-known bands to give them more attention. We like to start off with Brutal News. And let's start off with something light. Something, just to mention, the 43% burnt string quartet cover that you can find somewhere.
It took you quite a bit of finagling to find that on YouTube.
Oh, there it goes. Metal Injection.
Yeah.
We'll have links up.
Oh, Metal Injection.
My phone is just
dumb.
Getting old.
It's his basement.
But it's pretty sweet. It was kind of what I expected. They had a little effort getting 4 people in time with Dillinger.
It's also, it's really not the right instrumentation for that song.
That's really what I'm kind of getting at. Like, the dissonance was cool, but it just didn't really have the right effect.
It's very grating. It's achieving exactly what it's trying to achieve. Mm-hmm. It's just very difficult to listen
to.
Maybe an octave or 2 down.
But yeah, no, it was still really cool to just see that, like, song, like a heavy song like that being played in that kind of format. Really,
mm-hmm.
Especially cool. A band like Dillinger, because we're at the point now where like they're not the cool new thing; they're actually like a staple in the scene. And
they're still putting good music out. I really like their most recent release.
That's
it wasn't Ironworks. That was like 2 CDs ago, I think. But regardless,
but Rollo Tomasi was just saying, and they just posted about them talking about how like, at the age of 13 they heard fucking Dillinger, and it was like the reason they exist.
That's amazing.
One of my friends actually, he's a little bit older than me. He said Dillinger was the band that he listened to that made him go fuck Korn.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Word.
I could see it.
I could totally get that.
I mean, like Sunshine the Werewolf was one of my favorites.
Good shit.
Yeah, man.
Now, something not such good news.
Not so good shit.
Motorhead guitarist Phil Campbell was hospitalized. I know they had to cancel a show in Berlin because of it. They didn't give a reason
as to his hospitalization.
They just said needed but it seems that he's on a speedy recovery.
That's good. It's God.
Yeah.
2 of them going in 1 year.
It's not good.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Never mind. So you had
Motorhead. We get it. You're legends.
But
you guys you just enjoy it.
Remember that passed on. Lemmy was sick earlier in the year.
It's been rough for them lately.
Yeah, they've walked the walk for a long time. It takes its toll, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So troubles arose for those who dress in uniforms that are expected to do certain things socially. A cop was fired for being on stage at an extreme metal show. I believe
Vital Remains.
I believe in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, one would ask, there should be something socially acceptable and ironic even about a cop being at a show, not offensive.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't have cost him like an early dismissal or like a dishonorable discharge type thing.
Right. I know he was leaving soon anyway, but it just
That's
seems a bullshit reason to make the cut.
It's just a kick in the ass on your way out.
The lead singer from Vital Remains said something along the lines of,
"This is what's wrong with the world today," because the chief of police said that we can't have actions like this happening because it breaks the weak bonds of trust that the community already has with the police.
Bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit. This is God forbid he take part in
social
a community.
Yes.
It's.
And honestly, considering like that's what gets a cop fired. Considering some of the shit that's gone down in the past,
without even getting into all the shootings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
But just throwing it out there.
The action that the chief of police took is what breaks the bond of trust with the community.
I wonder if it would have been the same thing if it was like a Nickelback concert or like a fucking Kenny Chesney concert or some shit like that.
I forget which song he came up to.
Oh,
Do lyrics,
right here. It
D-
was "Let the Killing Begin" / de-Christianize. So,
It's kind of
yeah.
that's kind of funny.
It's kind of awesome.
I can see how some people could be offended by that, but fuck you, I guess. I don't
This is
know.
America.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I guess. I mean,
At least he was already on his way out. It's
Yeah.
the only plus side to the whole thing.
So, our boy from Anthrax, Scott Ian,
Scotty and
he's got some opinions.
He does.
it's
Word.
That's an
Good opinion.
understatement.
I wouldn't say that I terribly disagree with these opinions.
No.
oh, by no means. Yeah, he's kind of on point with.
Pretty much he feels like the fact that Donald Trump is even running for president is a joke. And he says he likes it showing a mockery of our system. And he likes that, like, kind of show, like, we need to change this.
Yeah.
What's scary is that most people don't see it that way.
I know.
I'm not trying to get into all of that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
But-
he did also say that he's a pretty big Bernie Sanders supporter, and that is awesome.
He said main reason because he's like, you look at any of the candidates right now, he's like, and what they're saying is just bullshit, 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 bullshit. He's like, where Bernie's the only one that has balls to be like, I fucking want this right now.
You know, and he's calling out people. He's
Yes.
actually like the only one fucking.
That's the thing. Everyone hands it to Trump for doing that, but he's calling people on bullshit with
Yeah.
fake statistics. I don't want to get political. That is not what we do, but yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. It's better than Dave Mustaine's conspiracy theories.
Jesus
or,
Christ. Yeah, well, what was the other day we said that Scott Ian's like he's the chill Kerry King.
That's
Speaking of good old KK,
You like
there
that
you
segue,
go.
right?
in regards to this is actually some of the things he said where I'm like, all right, he actually is making a little sense.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to the Paris attack, Carrington's like he's kind of shocked that an attack at a rock concert has never happened like this before. Because when you think about it, they hate our lifestyle. They hate our freedom, our that whole sex, drugs, rock and roll attitude.
And yeah, what's more representative of that than a fucking rock and roll concert?
Exactly.
But yeah, I was thinking about that today because he has a point. Not only is it representative of everything that they hate about us, but it's also such an easy target.
Yeah.
And I guess that's part of what really struck me about that a little more than all of the other attacks is just the fact that
That could have been
it
you.
always seemed like
That could have
a
happened
safe
anywhere.
place. Like it never seemed like a thing that that doesn't happen at shows
Yeah.
until it did, and now it's like holy shit.
Look at this guy.
Like my thought
got
was
cake.
something to the. Oh my god.
Why didn't I get any?
My thought was something more to like it was to the effect of like this was like
I asked you guys earlier.
you're right,
could've
it's a
brought them
safe
down.
place. It's like that could have easily happened to any of us just going out to a show having fun with our friends, just trying to watch a band that we like.
Yeah.
That could
No.
happen. And people died for that. That's
And like my
Fuck.
first thought is like it's like the same thing except like a baseball game,
mm-hmm.
but they fully well intended to hurt more people at a soccer game simultaneously. So it was a dirty dastardly. They knew what they were
Yeah.
doing.
Now, which also, one of his other thoughts on the matter is he was like, bands don't stop touring.
Yeah.
He was saying, he's like, because that's what they want you to do.
Well, that segues right into something we didn't have written down, but I guess I kind of want to mention the Eagles of Death Metal official response, or at least
The Vice interview.
Vice interview.
Yeah.
That's up. I encourage those whom are interested to watch
eating
it.
cake right now.
It was extremely tough to watch, but that was something. Happy birthday, Tom. Anyway, back to the sensitive topic at hand.
Yeah.
He's-
They said more or less the same thing. Don't stop doing what you're doing because this is what what we love, what music inspires people, and don't let that be
Oh,
stopped.
the fact that Jesse Hughes said he wants to be the first to play the Bataclan
When it opens back up.
if it opens back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fucking awesome because it's it's what we said on the show. It's what they've been talking about. Because that's the only way they win is if we stop.
And it's people could say like, oh, and we'll be back on the road right away as soon as whatever. But he wants to play at that place. I mean, it's like courage. You know, and so.
Oh, that was their thing. They had to finish the tour. Refused to stop the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome. But it's watch the interview. It's make sure you have some like fucking Kleenex handy or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That brings us to hot off the press, and I believe you were pretty excited about.
Yes, Bork Nagar is they released a new song.
I was impressed.
Yeah, Rhyme of the Mountain, or I think it's Rhymes of the Mountain.
I heard some interesting things happening, like a broken down structure, kind of like thought about a little bit more.
Yeah, like I've always appreciated their putting together of a song and an album. Like it's just very nice to listen to.
That was one song we listened to.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't give up. Like they kept getting interesting in different ways.
It's they're a band I wasn't too familiar with until we did the Brutal Brews episode. One of the things I fucking love about this show, it's just the shared knowledge of different bands, but really really cool shit.
Oh my god, it's got that nice like full sounding, like you hear each instrument. It's good.
I believe we referred to them as a tapestry when we talked about them before.
That's fair. I mean, especially with like the clean vocals that aren't default like dad rock kind of shit.
No.
It's like it was like ethnic, like Celtic-y sort of shit, and that was really sweet.
Yeah, there's something theatrical about them.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way.
Yes.
That can sometimes get cheesy.
A little out
I
of hand.
suppose they do a little bit too, but in a good
It's
way.
done well.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings cheesy.
So
Turbid North.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait.
on I believe is that Leftover Crack?
Yeah.
Is releasing a full album.
Oh yeah,
God.
yeah. I thought
So
I giggled.
I realize that amongst a lot of people I'm kind of in the minority, but I've always fucking hated those guys.
Yeah.
I really hate Leftover Crack.
Casualties,
And all of their shit
choking
little
victim.
spin-offs.
Yeah.
Fucking... Alright, let me tell a little story as long as we're on Leftover Crack, right? Going to shows at the church in Philly for a long fucking time. I went to see the Subhumans, because why wouldn't you go see the Subhumans? Fucking awesome. Leftover Crack open. The place was fucking packed. Shitloads of people there. Show sold out. Whole block just fucking covered in kids who didn't have tickets. Leftover Crack being the douchebags they were. Maybe it wasn't even them. I think it may have just been their fans. Yeah, a bunch of their fans were trying to break in through the sanctuary of the church to get into the basement because the show was sold out. So the guys from R5 come out and say, anyone who's on this block without a fucking wristband needs to leave now. And I turned to one of my friends and I was like, I think they're serious. He's like, they say that all the time. I was like, no, I think they're serious. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, up rolls the fucking paddy wagon. They just start grabbing kids, checking their wrists, tossing them the fuck in. All of this because of Leftover Crack and their completely not punk fucking crust fans. Yeah, I said it. Come at me.
You might get. There might be a hit put out on you.
Oh, what? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll watch out every time I walk past the dumpster in the near future. Fuck out of
Crowd's just
here.
gonna get you, man.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Gonna get you. You're gonna get tetanus. It's gonna get infected.
Not gonna
So
get any
anyway.
arguments from me.
On to good shit. Turbid North. I'm not going to talk too much about them right now because I'm talking about them again later. But, why was it Wild Eyes? Why am I...
Thought.
Now I didn't think... Hold on. Now I've got to look this up.
All right.
I'm
Dark-
so
you wanna
excited
talk about
about
Dark
this
Funeral?
shit that I don't even fucking know the name.
I'm pumped out. Dark Funeral one of my favorites, some good old Blackmail, dropping a new record in the first half of 2016. They say it's been a while since they put one out. I believe it was. I think we're looking at 2009 was the last time we had an album from them. So we're talking about 7 years.
Wow, it's weird that 2009 was that long ago.
I know.
Seriously.
But anyway, new Dark Funeral album, I'm fucking pumped. They're with Blackmail, they're pretty cool because they have the aggression of that second wave, but they have the more, I guess, like refined sound of some of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes there'll be almost like that bit of like Dimmu structure to a song, but
I can see that.
harsher.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a bit more aggressive. The Turbid North album is called Eyes Alive.
Mhm.
That's
Just
what
to
I read.
clarify. No, I'm pretty sure the trellis is Wild Eyes.
No, you're right.
Yeah, the
I
trellis is
fucked up.
Wild Eyes. You got me all fucking twisted up.
Eyes Alive.
Yes,
Okay.
Eyes Alive. It is out. It's
Don't
on
do it again.
Bandcamp. Go check it out. Buy it. They're fucking awesome. I'll talk about them later. What else we got? Is that everything as far as the new releases?
I was trying to think of anything that popped in.
I know Glassjaw just announced a new album. So that's a thing. I don't know much about it. Not a huge Glassjaw fan, but it is kind of cool.
Very love-hate relationship. Like, there's a few songs that I think need to be in the musical sphere, and then there's like 100 other songs that just drive me nuts. So that's my feelings.
I don't know why I never really got into him. Just
Yeah.
kind
I
of one of those
appreciate
bands that
what he
slipped under my
does.
radar.
My buddy
Mm.
showed me him. He was really impressed with their drummer, but I guess
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess,
That's fair.
yeah. And then it never stuck with me either.
There's
But-
definitely talent. They're definitely
Mm.
creative. I just don't know
Sorry,
enough
but
of
yeah,
them.
no. If you guys like Glassjaw,
But
check
yeah,
them out.
that's
They
the
got
thing
an
that's
album.
happening. So
We'll at least
be
tell you
excited
about
for
it.
that. Oh, and that's right. The new Ignite album. I believe it's called War Against You. As of the day this airs, it'll be 36 days till the new album. So I think the pre-orders go up next week, and that will come with the option to download the first single. So cool shit.
I guess for the sake of mentions, the band that I covered had also released their album a month or two ago. Worthwhile released. Motherfucker, load faster.
Service down here.
Like he's an endless battle of technology.
Old World Harm.
That's me.
That is right.
A couple
Was it
months
worthwhile?
ago. Yeah.
This guy with the jokes.
That brings us to our feature topic.
Yes.
Why do we listen to metal?
Why do we listen to metal?
Should I? All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, you go for it.
All right. So, to be fair, even when I was young, I've at least listened to some form of rock. Like, when I was a real little kid, my favorite band was Kiss.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I dug it. From there, I really liked, like, Ozzy. One of my first CDs actually was Blizzard of Oz.
Lucky.
So, I know.
Not bad.
I started out with a fond appreciation of just rock. So as time went on, pretty much all I listened to was Ozzy and Kiss. It's like this is all I need. Same time, every now and again, catching when my parents weren't paying attention when I was watching some of the alternative on MTV. So once I came though to the nice age of around 11 and 12, when you really get to reading into magazines and stuff like that. And there was this little band called Slayer that I stumbled across.
Yeah.
And
We were actually having a little discussion about them earlier.
yeah,
Because
like putting the first album I heard by them was Diabolis Musica. And it was that opening track. And I was like, all right, this is kind of heavy. And it actually gets to the like blistering like thrashy bit, and I'm like, oh, what is this that I'm hearing?
So, I mean, it's cool what led you up to it, but what is it that hooked you, and why is it that you're still into it to this day? How do you connect with it, essentially?
Oh.
Why do birds fly?
Shai Hulud turned it into a phrase for me.
I'll be honest. Like when I was a youngin, I definitely dealt with a lot of kids being assholes, specifically to me and stuff like that. So that left some little bit of anger towards that people. So obviously, you listen to metal. You would listen to that.
Got to exercise your demons.
Yeah.
You got to connect with other people that were equally disappointed with other people in their surroundings.
There you go.
You got to rage out in your mind, and it was good.
Like I was saying, Shai Hulud's misanthropy pure. I mean, you just kind of grow up and see, if you think about certain things enough, they tend to piss you off, and a lot of the times the root cause is people. And it's not like, it's not like you want them to go anywhere so much as you just don't understand.
Yeah.
So
It's, I mean, somewhat similar to Frank. I grew up, my parents were into a lot of classic rock, so I grew up on a lot of Floyd and Zeppelin.
Zeppelin was big.
Even
for me.
earlier than that, my mom had me listen to fucking like Cat Stevens and James Taylor, which say what you will, that shit's awesome.
One of my parents' albums was a Pearl Jam album that I listened to a lot. Green Day's Dookie. Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Dookie was real good when I was little.
Like,
But no, I mean, had dinner with the Temptations on, listened to a ton of Led Zeppelin, the Beatles.
Yeah, I've always just been drawn to music in general, and I think it was similar to Frank. I dealt with a lot of fucking assholes back in middle school, and that was kind of where I turned, was just this fucking angry music that was pissed off at all these
There's an
people,
outlet.
and you got to it before I could. But I think the thing that really was the final click for me was Shai Hulud. Was their album Hearts Once Nourished with Hope and Compassion. Holy shit. I remember sitting down with the fucking lyrics, listening to that, and being like, "Oh my god, yeah, this is everything. This is exactly what I'm thinking." Just went deeper from there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
For me, my transition came a little later. Like, I didn't really listen to too much music, just to be honest. Until when I was younger, I was more I was visual. I like to watch cartoons and stuff like that, and I really watched a lot of anime. And to be honest with you, anime is kind of where I started listening to rock in general. It's the Pillows and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that was pretty much my door into rock. And then when I was maybe 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there, maybe younger than that. Basically, I met my buddy Tim and Mike, and they both listened to Metallica and Slayer. And so pretty
Word.
much, yeah. I think maybe a few years later, one of them got me Ride the Lightning for Christmas, and it was probably the first metal CD I got, and it was awesome.
It's a good start.
Yeah, but the thing that got me hooked into it was actually the exact song that got me hooked into metal was we were over at my buddy Mike's house, and his dad's telling us the story of Dimebag Darrell, and I'm like, at the very end of it, I'm like, that's awesome, but who's Dimebag Darrell? And he's like, oh, what, you never heard of Pantera? And I'm like, no. And he throws on Walk. And I'm like, yes, this is it's how you felt. That's how I feel. Just fucking the fuck out of my face. This is awesome. And I just need more of this. And pretty much for years, Pantera was my standard of technicality, of aggression. If you didn't meet this, you probably just weren't even. I wasn't even going to check you out.
It's at the point at which you realize that this is what's for you. This is the shoe that's fitting. Then you spend a lot of time honing. What do I like?
Yes.
And then once you're where we're at now, we know what we like. Then we can kind of take a step back and then re-explore other areas for what we might like still.
Yeah. we have our library and we know what land we have and haven't traveled yet. And
But I mean, it seems like everybody's got a sort of deep appreciation for expression through music. We all have been drawn to music, whether
yeah, like the expression is, but it's like the emotion that they're expressing that they can express, like the fact that like a lot of the music it's aggressive, it's angry, you know, it's coming from a place of like I'm not okay right now. And
one of the lines I think really sums it up. Oh God, I wish I could remember the name of the fucking song now. It's a Shai Hulud song off of Blood Ill Tempered, but you know, a lot of people just don't quite understand the screaming. How is that music? They have a line where they say certain words must be screamed rather than sung or spoken because it's the only way to express certain emotions. Otherwise, it just doesn't come through.
And it's the fact that like that was the first time I had heard anybody like expressing themselves in that way, and it was like pleasing. It was like I enjoyed hearing it. Some dude feeling Selma just fucking screaming at me about shit, like telling me about like Revolution is my name. That's like I love the fucking riff on that. Like everything they do is just killer. Everything they did was killer. Pantera. Rest in peace, Dimebag Darrell. I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought.
I'll
pick it back up in a sec.
One thing I remember seeing, this is I'm pretty sure this is like an old clip. Slayer asked, you know, it's like, well, what exactly is Slayer? And they said, you know, it's the terribleness of society. And you have to look. And a fan, years later, in a separate interview, said it pretty well. And people like, why do you listen to this music with lyrics of, you know, serial killers, you know, Satanism and all that sort of stuff? He's like, it's because it's no different than, say, putting on a horror movie. You can pop it in, have all those rampant emotions go around, and then turn it off.
Yeah, you're putting a magnifying glass to it too. It's exposing the things that people don't want to talk about, and you're kind of like, why is everyone silent about this? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, branching off that.
The thing, I'm sorry.
Like you said about words that need to be screamed, and it's like you do have that question a lot of the time where it's like, I was even at a vape shop recently, and some heavier song came on, and the girl was immediately like, I don't understand how people could listen to that. That's satanic, that's this, that's that. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't understand how you've never been so upset that you either needed to scream or you needed to hear somebody else scream in your face things that you need to hear. I mean, it's like, I think we've all had instances growing up where, you know, you either deal with the things going on that's screaming inside, or you know, who
let it
knows?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a way to let things out, to identify, to...
This is like an old thing, maybe a Joey Jordison quote or something like that, but it was something to the effect of like, I'd much rather see a kid in the pit taking out his aggression there in like in a safe environment around people who are like just going through stuff just like him, rather than going out into the street and getting into some trouble because he doesn't know what to fucking do with himself. Like
that's what it is for a lot of. You'll hear countless people, especially in hardcore, talking about how, you know, the trouble and the shit they'd have gotten into if not for the fact that they had that scene. And that's you know, moving on towards now, I mean, part of what really keeps me with it is the community.
I mean,
is going to these shows, and you know, you see your friends there who, like, you realize, like, we're all here for kind of the same fucking reason. You know, we've all got our own shit going on, but that's why we come together to do this, to remind each other, like, yo, it's not just you, and like, we've got this wonderful outlet, like, come here, leave it all on the fucking floor, and it's cheaper and I think more effective than therapy. So
I mean, yeah, that's perfect, because it's like when we went and saw 40 Winter Shai Hulud, that girl got up to deliver the poetry that was introspective and powerful and short, but it was everything I guess that I'm trying to say in like one little act, because she like got up there, talked about an abusive relationship in relation to the band that we were about to see. That was the abuser's favorite band, which immediately turns the eye back kind of on us. And it's like, you know, you go outside after that was done, before the set happens, and it's like just easier to identify with everybody, because it's like everybody here knows what it's like to have been through some shit. It's like we can all appreciate that about each other. I mean, the tattoos, the weird hair, the gauges, I mean, it's all just like badges of understanding. Yeah, I mean, and it's like, it's not like anybody's lesser for not having those things, but I mean, it's just, you know, community. I mean, it's like
expression.
It's not weird anymore. It's comforting.
It's them expressing themselves. Like I have a friend, my friend Deb, and she's had like a mohawk for as long
Deb's
as I've
awesome.
known her, and that's fucking awesome. It's changed colors over the year, and I don't know. It's
You know,
it's
you
back to
go
purple.
you go to these shows and no one fucking thinks twice about it. No one. You
No.
know, if
Yeah.
anything, you might get a compliment on it.
And you
but other
spend
than that,
you spend your life at work all day around a bunch of stuffy motherfuckers wearing
Yep.
suits and fucking customers who
can-
expect bullshit.
You know.
Fucking
me shit for my
lavish
beard.
treatment. Oh my motherfucking god! Hallmark has been
Now you
treating
have a
me
place
well.
where you can be loud and rowdy. You know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
scream
You get
about
to
the
just
fucking
let
idiots.
let all
oh my
that
god.
fucking shit that you're just holding in.
it's, you know, we talk about looking at the shit in society, and even the shit you see on a smaller scale. I mean, some of the jobs I've worked and the way I've seen management treat people who are, you know, going through shit, medical issues and all that.
Oh,
And they're, you
yeah.
know, they're getting fucking benefits cut and they're not getting paid enough to begin with. And it's,
That just happened at
You-
my job.
but
a
you
lot of
see
that.
this bullshit and you think about these fucking people and it's like, how the fuck do you leave here and go to sleep at night knowing that you're the fucking cause of that? And
Yeah,
then there's this scene where no one fucking agrees with it and everyone's there to say this is fucking bullshit.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, another thing is like it's not always about being angry. I mean, it's like I've often had a lot of moments where I needed to be sad, and this has been what I listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's helped me get through, you know, it's not like, okay, I'm over the sad, now I'm angry and put on metal. No, it's straight through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more melodic hardcore type stuff, but that moves me more than makes me angry.
Oh, Modern Life is War
Modern
was
Life.
one of those for me.
Worthwhile. I mean, I know we didn't get to it yet, but this week, yeah, I mean, it's good. Yeah.
It's good to have something you can turn to that you know is going to be there.
Mm.
Oh, so I believe
Oh,
what?
all
Where are we
right.
going?
Ooh.
No, where are we going now?
We're going.
That was a well done segment. I believe we need to go somewhere. We need to go somewhere.
We might go to the pit. Into the pit if you want.
Yeah, where we
God
going?
damn it.
Take the keys.
All
Every
right.
time.
So this week I took another request from my good friend Amara Bowen. She requested me a band called Ion Dissonance. They've been around for a little while now. They're a Canadian like math rock band, math metal band,
Never would've got that
mathcore.
impression.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? No, but like
Ions.
they're awesome, and they're right up my fucking alley because it's
Yeah.
just sweet. It's sweet, chuggy riffs and nice off-putting time signatures, and it's just really cool. It's a fun listen. If you're into gent, if you're into like that kind of mathy other stuff, check it out. They are. I don't think they have any new stuff, but they are touring. I'm just derping on a lot of their real details, to be honest with you. But they haven't put out a new album since 2010, so I mean, I'm not sure what exactly they're up to, but their back catalog is really impressive. And if you're into gent, it's definitely worth listening.
Check their Facebook by chance. No, it's fine. Okay, just wondering because I had to for my band to see what they were up to because their Bandcamp was just like kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, band I covered this week is Plague Rider. Yeah. Okay. So they're from at least Newcastle, UK. What I did this week, I was like, you know what? Instead of just selecting a specific tag or something like that while I was going through Bandcamp, all I did is I went to Google and I typed in Technical Thrash Metal Bandcamp. I was like, I kind of want to see what this is. I was finding some stuff, and I was like, And I was like, Plague Rider. That sounds awesome. And it is. It's pretty much more like it has a sound closer to like that old school like technical death metal.
Okay.
But they kind of amp up the technical bit, and they'll also, especially they have 2 albums, and with the newer one they incorporated some noise elements to it.
Sweet.
And when they do something off time, like, it's off time. It is almost awkward sounding, but I find it very enjoyable. It's almost certain sections are almost like tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Stutter rhythm.
yeah. It's like, I'm playing this. Oh, let's go back to the beginning of that riff. And you're like, ooh. And then they'll go right into a blistering fast segment.
Okay, so all right. It's like a Pyramid of Pain type thing where it's like they'll play the riff and then they'll cut it and
Then they'll go to a blistering fast point, keep the fast drum beat, and then do like a slow riff to it.
That's sweet.
They're very kind of experimental, and it's fucking awesome. What I will say is, I was like, I want to buy some shit. So I was on their Bandcamp, and I don't know, I hope they'll print more, but all their shirts are sold out. Right now you can only pick up the newest album. They have 2 albums, one from 2013, one from this year. The only one you can pick up right now is the one from this year.
Oh yeah, you were saying they gotta stock their shit back up.
Yeah, because I want some
unfortunate.
merch.
It's, yeah, you might just be waiting until they have new shit coming out.
I know.
It's a lot of these smaller bands. It's like I was saying earlier, they've got to pay up front to have everything pressed and made, so it's tough.
I will say also, like, the vocals, that's some part of the more traditional gutturals, but then other times it's this, like, nice, more like the black metal high screech, and it's just fucking, like, stabbing right through, like, in its placement, and it's like, oh, this is so good. This Plague Rider, listen to him.
This week I covered Worthwhile. It's like a melodic hardcore, sort of akin to a mashup between 3 bands really come to mind. I'd say like a Comeback Kitty, sort of Modern Life.
Comeback Kitty.
Yeah, I mean, like, the riffs are more like Modern Life in the sense that it's a lot of, like, chords. The vocals are more like Comeback Kid Law Dispute in the sense that it's a little more aggressive but poetic. So you really get that awesome melodic sort of, like...
Almost atmospheric at times. It's...
I mean, I still get, like, music-wise, like a punk, like a hardcore punk sort of thing.
Absolutely, but it's one of they create more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, I don't want to keep saying atmosphere, but it feels bigger than the chords themselves. There's something
and it might be
about it.
it might be the way the drums fall in, kind of a little slower sometimes than your like 2-step sort of beat. But it'll pick up with the 2-step.
The feeling that I like, that feeling of awesomeness I get when I listen to Law Dispute is almost similar to when you read like Lovecraft, where it's like there's like this whole crazy intense story going on, like being like
that's an interesting comparison.
It is an interesting comparison,
like,
but no, that's honestly like probably it on the nail.
But that's true because like you can tell through the lyrics that it's not a simple like repeating verse sort of thing. It's more story based. There's more thought in the lyrics,
content,
but it's still aggressive, musically simple, and easy to kind of get right into. So I was really digging it. They released their album in July, and that was called Old World Harm. Before that was also a really great album called Carry On Kid, and it's just good. It's
It's clever. Yeah, it is. That's genuinely clever.
But I recommend Worthwhile. They are worthwhile.
Twice in one show.
This guy.
So I've spent the better part of the last 2 weeks listening to Turbid North. Holy shit.
I agree.
It's really hard to sum these guys up. I sent them to a friend of mine. he texted me back about 10 minutes later after listening to a couple tracks and was like, holy shit, these guys are versatile. It's the best parts of like so many different types of metal.
Mm-hmm.
I know I referred to them before as like a heavier version of early Mastodon. There's aspects to them that almost remind me of like the first couple Between the Buried and Me albums. Just the way they pull different styles together. You'll go from like almost classic death metal to like really thrashy to it's all over the place.
The mastering is delicious.
Oh yeah, it's
it's like warm and aggressive and heavy, like real bassy but clear.
I was gonna say, were these the guys that we had on? I was like,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
And they just bust riffs out for a little while, and the song construction's almost more like a doomy sludge song, but the pacing is quicker.
Yeah, it's really and God, we only listened to a couple songs. When you give a full album listen through, it's a fucking journey. Just to give you an idea, though, I love their fucking biography, and it kind of explains. It makes perfect sense once you hear them. It says, Turbid North was born in the frozen tundra of North Pole, Alaska. The cold, dark environment helped shape the atmospheric sound of the band. So these motherfuckers were in Alaska playing metal.
Something about that, yeah.
I gotta wait
Gotta
about
go
an
together.
hour and a half for my tubes to warm up.
Yeah, and just
Brutal.
Get a blow dryer.
I can't say enough about this fucking band. I really think they might be the band to watch right now because I think they're gonna
The
be
next
fucking,
Mastodon.
I think they're gonna be blowing up. I think 5 years from now we're gonna be seeing a bunch of kids walking around in their
Make a
fucking
note of
hoodies.
it. December 2nd, 2020.
I mean, I thought they were 2 thumbs up, like outstanding.
There's I have zero complaints about any aspect of either of their albums, either of their full lengths. I forget if they have other material, but their first album's called Orogeny. Second one is Eyes Alive. Check them out. They're both on Bandcamp. They're both fucking incredible.
Yeah.
They really
that's
do.
alright.
They do round all the bases.
All right. You know what time it is? Let's fucking tours.
Let's fucking tours.
Let's fucking tours.
So apparently in spring this coming year we got.
We have an oops, but we'll get to it.
All right.
It's not a tour.
It's not, but I figured it can still be. I already thought of the segue for that.
Okay.
We got this, but God damn it! In America's Slayer, Testament, and Carcass are coming around. Which
Testament.
fucking Carcass? Like, I haven't seen Carcass.
Souls of Black, dude.
I would like to see Carcass live.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear Heartwork played live. It's one of those bands that I start listening to when I was at my first job. One of the, the old heads that worked there. He was like, "You ever listen to Carcass?" No, but that sounds awesome. I will do that as soon as I get home.
Fire up LimeWire.
No, in all seriousness, yes.
I know. I was thinking to myself, how else would you fire it up? There was no YouTube.
No,
Or
yep, it was.
Bandcamp, or you fucking kids have it so goddamn easy.
Fuck off.
We'd say that.
Now-
Yeah.
This next bit isn't an actual concert, but it's a show of sorts. There's this gentleman. He calls himself Slayer Bob.
Yeah.
He makes Christmas light shows around metal music.
All right.
This
Yeah.
year he did it with Slipknot Psycho Social, which I'm not a huge fan of the song, but the way he did it was kind of awesome.
It was adorable.
There is a
The fucking Christmas.
Little
Christmas
snowman,
tree that's
yeah.
mouthing the lyrics.
And
There's a headbanging
His
snowman.
programming was great.
Oh.
Slayer, as in Christmas Slay, not like Slayer as in.
I don't know his.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Slayer Bob, yeah.
But
My God,
he's
that's
apparently
hilarious.
also done it to Slayer before. I think he's also done with Machine Head. Like,
There was a shitty one.
yeah,
But whatever, he did it. And it's
He-
really impressive.
still cool.
Yeah.
For real.
Crazy.
We have our local show that we've been blasting for the last month and a half, and we shall do it again. That is going to be the War for Warmth with Sunburster, Maggot Mouth, Descent, Garland Green, Stories of Living, Rich People, December 18th, Harper's. And I know Garland Green is recording and is releasing soon, if not already, another CD. Yeah.
Nice.
That same day is the annual Philly Hardcore Christmas Classic. Got All Out War, Shy Elude, Mother of Mercy, Eternal Sleep, Mishap. It's outrageous, and they're also doing a toy drive for that.
So,
So,
either
Word.
one is.
yeah. So
Don't
you
stay
know,
home that night.
Yeah.
You
If,
got
if
no
you're in the
excuses.
area, Jesus Christ, go do
I'm
one
gonna
of
be
these
seeing
things.
Star Wars that morning.
Seriously.
If you don't go to either one, the Shelf and the Elf will have bad things to report to Santa.
The shelf on
The
the
psychological warfare that parents are unleashing on their children. Parents come in like, I fucking lost the elf on the shelf. I need another one. Kids flipping out. I need another one. And it's ridiculous. Because they just need something to sit at home and torture their children.
I feel like if I was a child, I would destroy that thing.
Set that
Oh,
bastard on
God.
fire before he can go home and report shit.
bottle rockets.
Face mutilation, so the next one would know not to do anything.
Put his head on a spike at your door.
So as I eat my golden grams.
We're talking about murdering elf. Okay.
Oh, shit.
What is life in
So, reggae.
What?
Random,
Oh, cool.
random
Yeah.
segue there.
Yeah.
The Rusty Nail in Ardmore, PA. The Reclaimers. I'm not sure who else is playing.
That's going to be right after this awesome day of hardcore donations. So, the 18th and the 19th,
Yeah.
you guys are booked.
I'll be there. Ardmore, PA. The Rusty Nail.
And then almost
Come
a
check me.
week
Come by me.
before that,
I'm sorry, it's awesome. I didn't see that.
the weekend of before that, we're going to have the punk rock flea market.
Yes. The punk rock flea market is fucking awesome. It's super cheap to get into. I think Friday's free. If I remember correctly, but it's Friday through Sunday. Different vendors every fucking day. Just so much cool shit. You can
Wow.
easily knock out your Christmas shopping, even for fucking. You'll find shit there you wouldn't believe. I mean, you'll find. I've seen people selling tables full of like. It could just be some fucking punk house that got a table at the flea market, and it's just like, we've got all these old computer parts. So, I mean, you'll find everything from that to people selling records, people selling. I know. I remember at one point there was a table full of someone just who just made all sorts of crazy duct tape shit. They were selling.
Nice.
Duct tape wallets and
tape
stuff.
Yeah. So it's an awesome fucking event. You'll find some of the most unique shit, probably ever there. It's well worth checking out.
Unique.
Yeah.
I wish I did not have work.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you might run into us there at some
Who
point.
knows?
So you know,
Come say what's up.
if you happen to be one of like 40 people watching the show
You know.
on occasion,
Don't hurt Phil for not liking leftover crack, though. You know how you like leftover crack.
Yeah, come say hi, punch me in the face. It doesn't matter. I'll get over it.
Get him with a dirty needle.
Tonight, by tonight I mean the night the show's airing, Friday. So right now, if you're watching this at Game Changer World in New Jersey, fucking Terror is playing. I can't believe this fucking lineup. Terror is playing with Code Orange, Malfunction, Take Offense, and Blind Justice. That's a monster of a fucking lineup. Monster. So if you're watching this, fucking pause it and go. Go see that. I can't make it. I'm very angry about that.
now they all pause it. Nobody's watching the rest of the video.
They'll fucking watch it when they get back, God damn it. You're watching this right now. You just came home from the show, right? How the
Yeah.
fuck was it?
It
Terror's
was awesome.
right? So, what else? What the fuck else do we... Oh! Tomorrow. Saturday, the South Jersey Metal Fest 4
Oh,
at Hot Shots in Westville. It's also got a fairly crazy lineup.
Cognitive.
yep.
Cognitive is playing,
Yeah.
Rivers of Nile, 10 Ton Hammer.
Remember you guys talking about
Black
this
Crown
one?
Initiate or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, I believe Dehumanized
Lucy,
had to drop, but
I don't think so.
pretty awesome getting a shitload of bands together somewhere in South Jersey. It's 15 if you're 21 plus, $20 if you're 21 or under. I guess they're assuming you're gonna drink. So
It's pricey for a show. For
No,
no, it's a good lineup.
No, yeah, no, it's
it's
a
like
lot.
13 bands.
Yeah, it's
Oh, 13.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck what I just said.
I went to last
It,
year's South Jersey Metal Fest and it was awesome.
Oh, there's not. I don't see a time on here.
All the time.
I think I need
Oh
to get,
no,
Let's
no
see.
time.
if I go, I have to get a Shredditor t-shirt this year.
Yeah.
Shredditor.
Yeah, for Cognitive.
Oh, okay. According to the Facebook, it starts at 2 p.m.
Word.
So
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
another thing that you might catch most of us at.
I believe it is time for us to part ways
Yeah.
Alrighty.
already.
It's been a pleasure, and as always,
No, hold on.
okay.
They have to, comment, tell us any questions.
Anything at all. If you're in a band playing a local show, I don't give a fuck if it's in your shed in the backyard. If you want
I'll
us to
go to
promote
that.
it, yeah.
Maybe a nice winter BBQ.
promotion
eh?
whores.
Yeah. Maybe you're just playing some vinyls while your parents are cooking food and you want to invite us over for free food because we're all broke.
Yeah.
We'll show up.
Yeah.
Make me some winter hot dogs, please.
If you have a good milk steak recipe,
No, was it share, like, subscribe?
What
All
is
these things.
Yeah.
Comment.
social
like us
media?
Like us
That-
on Facebook. I'm assuming you already know where to find our videos, but in the off chance that you forget,
on
you
YouTube,
can find us at fthepit.com.
Yeah.
It'll bring you straight to our YouTube page, nice and easy. You no longer have to search for us through, shitloads of ghost videos and shit.
Yeah.
Now, as always, good night, ladies.